Eccoci qua ragazzi, eccoci qua, bentornati sul canale del Pipistrello d'Arezzo per questo nuovo gameplay di Genshin. No, di Wuthering Waves. Si continua con l'avventura del tesoro, quindi procediamo. Il posto tra l'altro è anche abbastanza lontanino qua, Lassù devo andare, sì. Mall will be adventure, the destination market, il treasure. Poi il tesoro di sopra e devo andare lì.
I shall lead the way. According to the treasure map, the sword should be around here somewhere.
Why are there so many Tic Tacs? Are they having a party? They look really angry. No need to be afraid, Ying. We'll keep you safe. You probably don't know this, but Woolly Warrior once met a huge cat monster 100 times stronger than her. And she was so scared that her legs were trembling. Really? That's right. But even so, she stood her ground. Because she had all of her friends behind her, she had to fight. Just like the situation we're in now. You can't let a few small TTs beat you down.
Let's make this quick, Anko.
Thus it ends. Fluorescent shadows. Evil be cleansed. So be it. Our lights shine through. You two were incredible. You betcha! Wait till you see what else we can do. Am I right, Rover? We'll take on anything they chuck at us. Quick! Let's check and see if the sword's around here. Is that some kind of puzzle over there? Do we need to put something inside of it to activate it? Oh, it's a bit too high for Ying and me to reach.
I got it. Looks like we just need to place the treasure map on top.
Whoa, there's another puzzle.
Cazzo ci arrivo lassù.
Was it not in the story before?
Well, random twists and moments do happen here and there. It's an adventure. We're so high up. This is even higher than any of the climbing games Mom and I used to play. Just keep looking ahead and it won't be as scary. It's easy. Here, watch.
Oh, a terra, a terra, a terra, a terra, a terra. Perfetto.
So, is this the sword in a story that can slice through anything? It's the mountain-chopping sword of courage. The sword's actually made out of wood. And it's missing a small piece too. Look, there's a letter. What does it say? My dear little warrior, you found the first relic. Right now, you must be thinking, what a plain-looking sword. How could this ordinary wooden sword possibly be the legendary sword of courage? Don't feel disappointed just yet. Think back on what you've been through so far. All the challenges you faced along the way. The waves under your feet felt so high to you, and the treasure chest above seemed ever so far away. Yet still, you continued to climb the mountains, every step of the way, until you finally reached the peak. Your courage has been heard. And this seemingly ordinary wooden sword is the proof of your courage. Yeah, that's what it says in the letter. How did you know, Encore?
Did it also appear in other Woolly stories?
Anything else? Did the letter mention any clues about the next relic? We still have 2 to go. Yes. It goes on to say, "Oh, little warrior, your adventure doesn't end here. To have your wishes come true, courage alone is not enough. You need not look far, as the shield that symbolizes faith is buried right beneath your very feet. In a land covered in sand, treasures may lay, or there may be nothing at all. A land covered in sand."
I know just the place.
Then let's go check it out. Sounds like it'll be a treasure hunt in the sand. We're here! At long last, the brave adventurers reach their second destination. And thus, they start a hunt for the legendary Shield of Faith on this sand-covered beach. They say only the bravest adventurers can find it, as it puts their will to the test. Yeah, that's the spirit. Yin can go left, Encore will go right, and you can take care of the middle. If anyone finds anything interesting, show me, and we can take a look at it together. Okay. The lands of Jinzhou are filled with riches. Forgive me.
Bingo. Huh. There's a letter attached to it. I should bring it over to Encore and Ying.
Well, did you find the shield? Way to go! I know who to call if I ever need to find something. I'll go get Ying.
This should be the shield mentioned in the story.
It's also made of wood. But look how well made it is! With the sword of courage in one hand and the shield of faith in the other, it's an invincible combo. The person who crafted this shield really knew their stuff.
E c'era un'altra
Time for
lettera.
clues about the next relic, the Wreath of Hope. Hurry, Ying! What does it say? Okay. Let's see here. It says, "Congratulations again to you, my little warrior. Although the bulk of your efforts were in vain, you did not give up and continued searching. Hence, this shield of faith is your well-deserved reward. If you ever feel lost in the future, why not take a moment and ponder on the meaning of your journey? The firm belief in our hearts shall guide us through darkness until we reach the light of hope." Now, I'm sure you're wondering, how can you find the Wreath of Hope? Bring with you your wishes and proceed to the Garden of Promise. The garden? The Garden of Promise. Oh, I think I might know where it is. Fantastic! Then that's our next stop. Onwards!
As far as the eye can see. All paths converge.
This is it. This place, feels empty. There's nothing here. It is now, but it used to be filled with irises. This is my mom's garden. She used to love flowers and would plant a lot of them when she wasn't busy. Before she left, she asked me to help look after it and said she'd come see it with me when she's back. I watered them every day, hoping they could bloom longer. But these flowers only bloom for a short time. They all withered in the end. Dad told me, "Don't be sad, sweetie. It's the natural cycle of life." I understood that, but it always reminds me of my promise to Mom. I miss her so much. Now I see this shield and sword are all treasures that Mom left me. And here, I think she probably wanted to make a wreath with me using those flowers. Oh, Ying. Thank you, Encore and Rover. Actually, when I saw Dad looking sad while holding the map, I had the feeling that Mom might have left this treasure map to play a game with me. Maybe it is like what the grown-ups say. The Gateway of Wishes doesn't exist, and I may never get to see her again, talk to her, and tell her how much I've grown. But Mom must have wanted to give me a surprise. To make me happy. I am happy. Because We managed to find all the treasures she left behind together. I'll definitely find a nice place to keep this sword and shield safe. I think we should end our adventure here. Thank you, Encore and Rover.
Our captain hasn't announced the end of our adventure yet. And you're thinking about leaving already? Well, okay then. Let's call it a day right here. There's some stuff I need to wrap my head around too. I remember you asked me about the ending of the Woolly Warrior, right? Even though we finished finding the relics, Team Woolly's adventure goes on. There's still plenty of stories to tell. Oh, I know! How about you come to Encore's story session tomorrow afternoon?
Tomorrow? You mean right here?
Yeah. If you want to find out what happens to Team Woolly, come over and listen to the rest of the story. Be there or be square.
Okay then. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yup! See you tomorrow, Ying. Do you think this is a good ending to the story? After all, Ying got the treasures left by her mother. If this was a story, it would end something like this. In the end, the little warrior managed to collect all of the relics left by her mother, realizing her intentions. But Encore still feels like something's missing. In this ending, she didn't even make it to the Gateway of Wishes, just like in the story of the Woolly Warrior. What do you think? Will the Woolly Warrior's wish come true in the end? If it comes true, then she should be able to see her family again. After such a wonderful and interesting adventure, she must have so much to say to them. But actually, there is no true ending to Woolly Warrior's story. Remember the play Ying told us about when she showed us the treasure map? Ying said she'd already forgotten what most of the play was about. All she could remember was that the hero had been searching for a legendary treasure to make their wishes come true. Ha! I knew straight away that the treasure map wasn't for the Woolly Warrior's sword, but it was a gift left to her by Ying's mother. Wanna guess how I found out? Yeah, that play was about the Woolly Warrior's story. And I remember each and every part of it because that play was a gift from my mom. Now time for a story from Encore. In this story, there are no exciting adventures, no terrifying monsters. It didn't happen once upon a time, and it's not somewhere far, far away. Rather, it's in a little room. Every night there's a little girl. She plays games with her mother. Playing as the Woolly Warrior. Together, she and her mom create story after story about courage and hope. It also happens in a theater. Every day, the little girl sits below the stage. The curtain rises and the music plays. She watches her mother set everything up, bringing the Woolly Kingdom from the story into real life. Little by little, the Woolly Kingdom becomes real, and the Woolly Warrior sets off on her adventure. She first climbs the tallest mountain, looking for the legendary sword that can split mountains and seas. But it's really so the girl can prove how brave she is. The toolbox was actually on the tallest shelf.
The woolly warrior also searches every beach, looking high and low for the shield of faith that could brave any storm. Her house had many nooks and crannies after all. The raspberry candy her mom hid could be anywhere. Her mom recorded all the woolly warrior's adventures, so the woolly kingdom grew bigger and bigger, and the stories grew longer and longer. They even performed the play in many cities. But the little girl's mom got sicker. At the last show, just before the woolly warrior got the wreath of hope, the show ended, but there was no encore. Mom told me that once the applause starts at the final show of our tour, she'd take me onto the stage to make a wish. But she collapsed before the play ended. I was so scared. I tried to come up with ways to make her feel better. I even kept a daily to-do list. At the time, I thought that if I stayed a good girl like the characters in the stories, Mom would get better and better, but her illness got worse. She didn't get better, and the Gateway of Wishes never appeared. Encore didn't know what to do anymore. Mom just asked me to sit by her bed and tell her stories, so I told her about Warrior Cosmos, Fairy Cloudy, and many other things. She always smiled each time. It was right around that time when Cosmos and Cloudy appeared from the stories. Mom told me they're a part of life, and these stories will always be with me after she left. Encore had to become the woolly warrior, going on adventures on her own, whether it was in the orphanage or with the Black Shores. Encore would write down everything she experienced. With these stories, Mom will know what kind of adventures Encore had, and all the friends Encore made. Later on, Encore wanted to continue writing the Woolly Warrior's story, but this time, it's a bit different from before. Now she has her own friends that she can adventure together to find the Gateway of Wishes, because finding that gateway is the only way she can tell all her stories to her mom. So, she knows how well she did. That's why. Yeah, she said she had a lot to say to her mother. Oh, just like me. There's so much Encore wants to say, and so many stories that Encore wants Mom to hear. Our time with Ying reminded me of all of that. Even though Woolly Warrior's story has no true ending, will Ying's be any different? Will she be able to make her wish come true in the end? Ying said the adventure is over, and it's just a story. She said she was happy and satisfied with that. But Encore saw that look on her face. She looked really, really sad. Encore knows how it feels. Just like how it used to be. No matter what Encore did, Mom wouldn't get any better. My stories were the only things that could make her feel happy. It was Mom who made me understand the power of stories. That's why after I went on this journey alone, Cosmos and Cloudy came out of the land of imagination. And it's why Encore told Ying that our adventure should not end like this. This story deserves a better ending. Rover. Agreed. The story must have an ending, but what should we do? Oh, there's no way we can bring Ying's mother back. I mean, the Gateway of Wishes doesn't actually exist in real life. In the story?
I remember Cloudy said that if you ever find yourself in a pickle in real life, you can always go back to the Woolly Kingdom to search for clues. You also mentioned that's where the Gateway of Wishes is hidden, right? And you've always wanted to finish writing the story of the Woolly Warrior. This means the final stage of the story should be set inside the Woolly Kingdom.
Encore sees what you mean. Encore could invite you and Ying into the Woolly Kingdom and go on a real adventure with me, the Woolly Warrior. But the kingdom isn't some place you can go willy-nilly. Only those who believe in the kingdom can visit. We should make a wreath for her and let her know that our adventure is not over yet. Encore remembers it went something like this. The wreath is a crown of flowers that can reflect a person's thoughts. Never withers, forever blossoming. How are we gonna make it? You mean Verena? That's right! Verena loves flowers. She's a flower's best friend. Let's see if she has any ideas.
Aspetta, manda lassù. Leggi veloce.
Hi, Rover. Oh, Encore's here too. How's it been? Are you here to see the new blossoms? You'll have to wait a while. They're still a bit shy.
Hey, Verena! Not exactly. We're here to ask you how we can make the Wreath of Hope. The Wreath of Hope?
I see. You want to help finish the story Ying's mother left her and make her wish come true. But I don't know how to make such a wreath either. According to the story, this wreath is made of various kinds of flowers. It can reflect a person's thoughts, and it must blossom forever and never wither. The flowers that can reflect people's thoughts, the ones that I can think of are water lamps. These flowers emit a faint glow at night, and passersby use them to guide their way. Or wintry bells. Wintry bells bloom in cold and snowy weather. Seeing them in a cold winter will definitely make you happy. It can also be duvetches. Due to their sweetness, they remind people of sugary candies. However, these flowers all bloom in different seasons, so it'll be hard to put them together, let alone have them blossom forever and never wither.
Yeah, I remember you created a Blake bloom for Rover that one time.
That's a bit different. Flowers made with Forte are just artificial creations. They can easily break up without actual substance. It's not the same as life. Every life has its own journey, from blooming to withering, recording the feelings of every moment along the way.
Feelings? Oh, I know! Since we can't really make a wreath of flowers exactly like the one in the story, we can make one using our feelings. Yeah, exactly. When me and Mom made wreaths,
she'd always ask me to pick my favorite flowers. If I was feeling happy, I would choose a bright red flower since it made my heart feel warm. And if I was feeling unhappy, I would take a blue one. At this point, it really doesn't matter what kind of flower it is. All that matters is everyone's feelings. We should make a wreath and tell Ying our wishes to make our dreams come true.
I see what you mean. A wreath made with feelings. With that, you can express yourself.
That's right! Let's find flowers that can express our feelings. When she sees the wreath, she'll definitely realize that the story of our team is still going. This way, we can all visit the Woolly Kingdom together. And maybe our wishes can come true.
Do you mind if I help? Once you've collected enough flowers, bring them to me. I'll help you weave them into a wreath.
Great! Oh, thank you, Verena. Off we go!
Have you found the flowers you want? Look how pink it is. You must have been in a really good mood when you picked this one.
And these? These are Encore's picks.
That's quite the selection, Encore. What do they all represent?
Have a look at this one. It's gold and shiny, and it matches the color of your eyes, Rover. Encore picked flowers that resemble everyone. If we put them together, they can represent our whole team.
Oh, that's pretty special. I'm sure it'll look really nice once they're all together.
Uh-huh. Oh, one more thing, Verena. Can you leave a spot here on the wreath?
Leave a spot?
It's for Ying. We don't know what kind of flower represents Ying's feelings, so we should leave a spot and let her decide which feeling to put on there.
Got it. I'll take it from here.
Thank you so much, Verena. Rover, when the wreath is done, we can go tell Ying the rest of the story. Don't forget, tomorrow afternoon.
Ok, allora. Quindi io posso anche cambiare missione ora io, sì, posso anche cambiare missione. Allora. Con Ben c'era qualcosa da riscattare, no? Perché c'è 1981 però ce n'è. Facciamo un pull. Sì, con Ben, una da 4 ho trovato. Ho trovato solo una da 4. Peccato, 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 peccato. Sempre quella da 4 trovo. Ok. Lei l'ho trovata. Ginzi l'ho trovata. Roccia ci sarebbe che è lei che sta qui. Da 5 ma non l'ho trovata. Ci sarebbe questa. La spada c'è. E poi non ho altro da riscattare. Allora, andiamo a trofei no. Allora, questo. Allora, livello 21 non lo posso fare. Smuguli, devo tornare domani mattina da 1 alle 17. Quindi questa è la foresta, niente. Questa che è? Fiste cose no. I Danger and Peaceful Life, questa posso fare. Traccia. Esatto. Procedi, vai. Quella lì mi dice di tornare il giorno dopo, quindi non voglio scorrere il tratto. No, aspetta. Visto non me lo seleziona qua giù di sotto. Allora dobbiamo prendere l'ascensore. Down, down, down. Cazzo è, madonna, ancora più giù. Ok, è qua. Perfetto. Allora come faccio a entrare? Aspetta, 863 dove cazzo è? Della mappa? Ah, è qua, cazzo, è qua giù. È qui, quindi aspetta, non ho un viaggio rapido io. No. Viaggio più vicino, madonna, non ho sbloccato niente. Tocca andare qua giù, madonna buona. Che palle. Tocca arrivare fino a qua giù, cazzo, non ho sbloccato viaggi rapidi vicini, porca puttana. Allora, quello è di là. Ed è danger in Pipi's life. Help to the mind to process material. Ci sono i materiali. Come cazzo ne trovo i materiali? Sapersi.
I shall lead the way.
Forgive me.
Soar against the winds.
Devo scendere. Questo è l'attivo, cazzo, almeno mi sblocco la mappa. Ta-da! Esatto, almeno mi sblocco la mappa. Allora, dove dovevo andare io di qua? Near the transport vehicle. Ok, bisogna investigare sui veicoli. E sono tre? Tre. Investiga. E la zona è questa, qua.
The lands of Jinzhou are filled with riches.
Questi qua dietro. Qua c'è un'altra cesta,
Found anything useful?
no, ci torna di là. 2 di 3, quindi vedo che qua non mi dai altro, non c'è altro. Non sia qua dietro, non c'è niente. Questi qua non c'è niente. Cazzo è? Forse qua su, di sopra. No,
As far as the eye can see.
riusciremo a esplorare qua, non c'è altro. Qua dopo mi allontano, non c'è niente. No, qua c'è niente, no. Ho capito che è per qua, ma non mi dà niente. Sopra il veicolo. Dove cazzo è allora?
A lucky find.
Ah, eccolo. Non l'avevo visto. quelle celle lì, aspetta, allora. Queste celle che vale lì. Una di un'altra le metti. Sotto? Sì, roba sotto.
Onwards.
Aspetta, madonna. Allora, questo qui il blu. No, ho sbagliato. Resetta. Il rosso qui, il verde qua e il blu di qua. Esatto. che cavolo ancora, porca troia, sempre più difficile. Allora, aspetta. Questa è una trappola, bastardi. Perché se metto il blu qui non posso mettere il verde. Allora, aspetta un attimo. Il giallo lo posso provare a passarlo di qua. Allora, il verde se lo allora, il blu lo posso passare così. Il verde lo passo nel mezzo e il rosso lo passo di qua. Bastardi, sempre più difficili me li fate, eh?
Onwards.
Dove mi sono perso?
A lucky find.
Interessante, cazzo. Qua. Che cavolo. Sempre più qua. Adesso dove
Onwards.
devo andare? 558. Cazzo mi manda? Che cazzo mi ha mandato? Ah, qua su, ok. E qui posso andare di qua, ma non so se è più vicino qui o di là, quell'altra posizione. Proviamo di qui. Che madonna, non è che non ho sbloccato i viaggi rapidi, madonna, anch'io accidentalmente. Allora, dove cazzo è? Deve essere qua sotto. È qua sotto, vedi? È qua sotto. Infatti. No, non è qua sotto, dove cazzo è? Sì, è lì, è là sotto, però non ho capito da che parte è. Però no, non è proprio là sotto, perché cazzo. No, non è qui. Che cazzo dicevi? No, c'è qualcosa che non mi torna. Sotto al ponte, allora è di qua allora. Che è sotto sotto allora?
Soar against the winds.
È qua sotto allora. È qua. Perfetto.
Forgive me.
Quindi? Ok, me l'ha dato, perfetto. Ok. Me l'hai dato, però non mi hai dato altro, però.
May I pray for
Non mi hai
anything
dato
specific
altro,
for
non
you?
mi hai dato.
It would be my honor.
Allora. Resonator, eventi. Allora, missioni. Cos'è? Small Woolly, me lo traccia Small Woolly Big Adventure? No, dal 2017, quindi no. Livello 21 niente. Queste sono a livello 20. Allora posso fare questa qua. Allora facciamo questa qua. Che cazzo era quella della missione? Gli eventi. Questo qua. Next stop rinascita, questo qui. Complete main quest to the shore end for a better experience. Io lì accessava level, ok, vai. For better main quest to the shore end. Pick one.
It's been some time. Have you been well? I'm calling because I have news about Abby's situation. When you have a moment, could you return to the Black Shores? I'll be here whenever.
You're back. The Black Shores welcomes your return.
Donna che occhi che ha.
I asked you here to talk about Abby. Have you noticed an increase in its hunger or fatigue lately? Then, my suspicion was correct. The unusual frequency I noticed is from Abby. The change is subtle, but it's getting stronger. Its frequency is weakening. Abby was worried about how this might affect you and has been asking for my help. The one I'm trying to protect might be facing danger because of me. I can sense how anxious Abby is. I've looked into the most viable solution for Abby's weakening frequency. Before I explain, you should see a past record stored in tethers. It's important for you to see it yourself. It may answer some questions. Please, hold my hand.
That should do it. It's good to meet you, my future... me. Now that you have this record, I trust that you've resolved the core issue with the Tethys system. And the Shorekeeper must be connected to it too. As Chief Steward, you now have full access to the Black Shore's databanks, which hold thousands of years' worth of records. However, you may have noticed that all information about you is missing. That's because I erased most entries about myself. The you of the past. Long after my memory is wiped, I will awaken for the first time and become you once again. We will rove Solaris 3 and walk among the people. You've witnessed a taste of civilization's struggles, and you may have questions, but I'm afraid I can't answer them yet. What you see before you is a memo, or rather a beacon I've set for myself. If that one has also awakened, seek out Imperator. We made a pact long ago. I'm curious to see how you will handle the clash between civilization's greater good and humanity's spirit.
I found this when searching for information about Abby. It remained hidden until the core leak in the tether system was finally resolved.
That message. I think I should trust it.
Imperator is Rinasita's sentinel. It is also the solution Tethys proposes. As Rinasita's sentinel, Imperator should have the knowledge to fix Abby's weakening. Rinasita, also called the Land of Echoes, is renowned for its echo technologies. It's home to many like Abby who have physical form.
Rinasita. I may finally learn who Abby really is.
It just so happens that the best time to visit Rinasita is now. Please take this with you.
To our esteemed business partner. As the celebrated Carnival returns to Rinasita, the Montelli family, proud organizers of this grand festival,
Ricordate Montelli Family,
extend an
Carlotta.
invitation to grace Laguna with your esteemed presence and partake in the celebrations.
In the spirit of goodwill, we have arranged a modest sum for your use during your stay in Rinasita. These funds are available at your convenience at the Alvarado Bank. The Montelli family holds in high regard each of its many friendships. Should you choose to place the Blake Bloom upon the golden scale, we shall consider you our most honored guest and a lifelong friend of the family. The Montelli family eagerly awaits your arrival.
The Montellis are one of the leading families in Ragusa, a city-state within Rinasita. Their trade connections with the Black Shores prompted this invitation. It is Rinasita's grandest festival. During this time, Ragusa's port relaxes its regulations to welcome visitors.
A majestic tribute to our sentinel.
Food, wine, light shows, and a masquerade ball, topped with extraordinary echo performances.
All are welcome, no matter your wealth or rank. Celebrate with us and let the joy and merriment never end.
Yes, it's also an excellent travel destination. However, Rinasita is particularly special to the Black Shores. The Threnodians' revival in Jinzhou has triggered similar reactions in other countries, with Rinasita as the one exception. We've detected no frequency fluctuations related to Threnodians there. While many of our Bloombearers have visited Rinasita city-states before, our presence is often met with a hint of skepticism. Given the circumstances, the best approach would be to visit as a guest of a prominent family. Are you leaving now?
Opening a portal will drain your computing power. I think it's better served for Black Shore's operations.
I see. I'll have Alto arrange your transportation to Renacita then.
You'll have... Don't worry. Behold, my private stash. Remarkably fit for tiny, but this is cutting it where it is. Raganazi treat the sentinel. Now, just give me a holler when you're ready to... Then off we go. Our destination is... Hold on to your britches. We're about to go from 0 to...
Yeesh. This fog's giving me the creeps. I've got a bad feeling about this. Wait! What's that huge shadow under the water?
It's getting closer.
Watch out!
Divine guidance be lost. I, the swordsman crossing the sea, shall yet conquer these mighty waters.
E chi è sto tizio vestito con le maschere?
Ah, new allies born from the perils of the high seas. What better way to begin? Merely my duty, dear friend. These waters teem with colossal... As a gentle giant, but usually I saw something odd on its hide. Well, who's...
What? First off...
Oh, my. Brant's the name. Captain of this fine... Please forgive the lack of propriety. Now, travelers from afar. Ahoy, crew! Let's get... Welcome to the one and only Troop of Fools!
Are those echoes? Incredible! Never seen a...
You're a little... Indeed it is. And at the Carnival's peak. Of course not. We've got a real laureate in our troop.
Chatting with the Sentinel.
Absolutely. Sentinel or the Troop of Fools shall forever breathe. It's the fog.
Fog?
Beware, my friends. This isn't just bad weather, but fear not. Hark, brave crew! The final curtain shall not...
I shall lead the way.
You're with me, Lario. We're nearly through the fog. Rage on, Tempest! Your fury is but a breeze against our righteous force! Time to fight, my friend. I will hold the ship steady. Let the deluge descend! Our vessel stands firm! Our clarion call shall pierce the tempest roar! Thank you for your aid, my friends.
It's saying hi to us. No way, that's a supply.
This chest? It's our first. All good, Rochia?
Hello.
Well, this coin is one of her prized possessions.
Uh-huh.
Behold, my friends, there she stands, Raguna's lighthouse of dawn. Here we are. You'll find echo boats ahead to ferry you straight. Well, the carnival and a quiet arrival. Don't forget to stash some confetti in your pocket. My pleasure. Speaking. Is it asleep? Oh, and do yourself. Ha! That might just.
Grazie, capitano mascherato, per il passaggio.
May the winds be in your favor.
What? Huh? We docked already? Well, where's Brant and the crew? Oh, you did? Ah, this is Raguna, huh?
Già, siamo arrivati a Raguna.
Go forth, dear pilgrims, on your sacred journey. May the Sentinel guide you as it has guided the returning ships. Go forth, Andreas, the fool. The benevolent Primus has blessed you with this sacred pilgrimage. May you find the righteous path on your voyage.
If you're all so righteous.
Our duty Your transgression is absolved.
Wait a moment, traveler. While you may harbor doubts, I implore you not to. Perhaps staying silent now would. Pardon my intrusion. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Cristoforo, a modest. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. Word of a new pilgrim sail about to depart. Yes, when Raganese first. It seemed the Sentinel and yet. Amidst the legend has it that, should you wish,
Tra Odissea, The Break. Head to Raguna City. Ah, aspetta, devo parlare con quelli lì. Vabbè, ok, parla col gondoliere oppure parla con Cristoforo. Va bene ragazzi, io mi fermo qui per questo nuovo gameplay di Wuthering Waves, sempre più bello, sempre più affascinante, si sta andando ancora sempre più avanti in questo bellissimo gioco, quindi come sempre ragazzi, noi ovviamente ci rivediamo al massimo o venerdì o sabato per un nuovo gameplay, e quindi voi come sempre ragazzi lasciate il follow al nostro canale Twitch.